afternoon. My name is Matt Dinella. Sean Corey Carter, better known as Jay-Z, is considered one of the most famous rappers of all time, in addition to being a record producer, entrepreneur, actor, and philanthropist. With his chart-topping albums, successful business ventures, it is evident that Jay-Z's career is far from over. Based on the longevity of his career, talent, and revenue stream, it is certain that Jay-Z will have a successful long-term career for years to come.
Hi, my name is Eric Jury. Sean Corey Carter, also known as Jay-Z, was born December 4th, 1969 in Brooklyn, New York. He grew up in the Marcy Projects, where he also sold crack to make a living. At the age of 20, he entered the rap game and was motivated by his friend Jaz-O, and together they traveled around New York battling other rappers. Eventually, they even got an appearance on MTV Raps, a popular show at the time.
Hello, my name is Michael Duggan. In 1996, Jay-Z became one of the 3 co-founders of Roc-A-Fella Records. It began as an independent outlet for his first album called Reasonable Doubt. The company included Memphis Bleek and producers Just Blaze and Kanye West. In December 2004, Dash and Burke, who were the co-founders, left the Roc-A-Fella Company, and Roc-A-Fella became a subsidiary in December 2004 of Def Jam Music Group. In 2004, Jay-Z also became the CEO of this music group, and Roc-A-Fella sales were over $700 million, and Jay-Z sold his Roc-A-Fella shares for $204 million.
Hi, my name is Connor Day, and today I'm going to be presenting on the influences of Jay-Z. Jay-Z has many influences throughout his musical career. His one major influence when he was growing up was Marvin Gaye. His parents listened to Marvin Gaye and many collections of different albums. Marvin Gaye has influenced Jay-Z in many different ways through soul and pop and the way he's produced his music. Jay-Z even uses some of his songs in his other songs like Hello Brooklyn, which was produced in 2003 off the Blueprint album, which is one of Jay-Z's most famous albums. Marvin Gaye, not like Jay-Z, suffered through a drug addiction and killed himself in 1984. While Jay-Z is still currently alive and producing albums and is still being influenced by Marvin Gaye.
Hello, my name is Joe Doyle, and I'll be continuing the influences of Marvin Gaye on Jay-Z. And Marvin Gaye was born April 2nd, 1939 in Washington, D.C. He wrote songs and produced music with Motown Records. And Jay-Z was born 1969. So around the time Marvin Gaye was in his 30s and in his prime, this is when Jay-Z heard his music. Jay-Z was so influenced by Marvin Gaye that he said, "I used to listen to old music like Marvin Gaye and things like that. I'm into music that has soul in it, whether it be rap, R&B, pop music, whatever. As long as I can feel their soul through the wax, that's what I really listen to." Clearly, Marvin Gaye had a tremendous influence on Jay-Z's music and career.
Hello, I'm Lindsay Dasher. Jay-Z has had a very successful music career. He's had 11 #1 albums on the Billboard charts, ahead of Elvis for #1 albums by any solo artist. He has more than 50 million albums worldwide. He has won 13 Grammy Awards. He is the Forbes' second wealthiest hip-hop artist with a net worth of $450 million. He's the co-founder of Roc-A-Fella Records. He's the president of Def Jam Records. He fostered the careers of some international stars such as Rihanna, Ne-Yo, and Kanye West. His album, The Blueprint, topped the charts, and after that he developed a few more albums.
Hello, my name is Jake Delonzo, and I'm going to be presenting on business planning. For Jay-Z, instead of putting all of his eggs in one basket and relying 100% on musical talent, Jay-Z decided to make a variety of diverse investments in things such as clothing, clubs, merchandise, signed musicians, sporting teams, and organic chickens. He decided to appeal and adapt to what listeners want. It's all about the flow rather than complex and uncomprehending lyrics. In 2003, when Jay-Z decided to retire, he made a comeback shortly after in 3 years. He decided to continue his musical career and further develop his other business ventures. Now 41 years old, his goal is to keep his music relevant to his age and further develop other business ventures that he considers worthwhile.
Hello, my name is Mario Duarte. Jay-Z has been involved in many business ventures. In 1999, he co-founded Rocawear together with Damon Dash. It's a clothing line for men, women, and kids, and has a reported annual sales of $700 million. Jay-Z also owns a chain of clubs called 40/40 Clubs. He founded in 2003 and has locations in New York, Atlantic City, and Las Vegas. Also, Jay-Z owns the New Jersey Nets.
Hi, my name is Matt Danello, and I will be presenting Jay-Z's aspects of business leadership. Jay-Z possesses both styles of transactional and transformational leadership. Jay-Z has the capacity to inspire and provide intellectual stimulation, individualized consideration, and idealized influence to his followers. He also possesses good visioning and management skills. Regarding transactional leadership, Jay-Z motivates through rewards or punishments. So if one of his followers does something very well, he rewards that through money or other reward systems. And if someone does bad, he punishes them as well. Jay-Z has the proven ability to create and mold a brand image and also successfully convey that image to the masses. Jay-Z also uses market analysis when engaging in market activities such as strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, as well as the market growth rate. Lastly, Jay-Z possesses intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic being that he has a full sense of satisfaction in the absence of external rewards, and extrinsic, which means material rewards. So, of course, Jay-Z wants to have money, but he also feels a sense of satisfaction when doing his job.
Hello, my name is Adam Dion. Jay-Z is currently the CEO of Roc Nation, which has a net worth of $150 million, and he was previously the CEO of the Def Jam label, which helped kickstart the careers of artists like Rihanna, Kanye West, and Neo. And there's actually a leadership course offered at New York University that is all about Jay-Z, and the course investigates Jay-Z's career as he is one of the most compelling and successful entrepreneurs in the music industry.
Hello, my name is Jacqueline Di Ferdinando. Jay-Z has been quoted as saying, "I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman." Now, Jay-Z didn't learn his business strategies at a renowned business school, but instead learned them on the streets dealing with drugs. Now, his first prerequisite for being an entrepreneur is the strive for independence. His life on the streets made him aware of the dependencies a traditional record company would place on him, and he didn't want to be a contracted employee, and so instead decided to become independent and create his own record company, Rockefeller Records. His second strategy is discipline. His life as a hustler on the street helped him learn how to organize, structure, and manage diligently, and it helped him make up for his lack of business classes. And he took this idea into the business world, which has helped him to this day. His third strategy is competition. Now, traditional corporations and leadership models always talk about competition in euphemistic terms such as strive for excellence and meritocracy. But Jay-Z takes this idea and talks about it in hip-hop terms, which values open and naked competition, because competition is at the core of hip-hop culture. Jay-Z has taken this rap idea and brought it into the business world. Now, lastly, Jay-Z is known for caring for the people and the culture that he is a part of. Now, the language he talks about when he's talking about his work is full of kindness and a sense of responsibility. He is truly caring for the people he works with, which is quite different from what most corporate managers think of today. Jay-Z believes in giving the people what they want. You have to know your market and know your niche. Now, Jay-Z's first album was originally very poetic and deep, but he realized that that would alienate many of his listeners, so he dumbed it down a bit so that it would be more accessible by his audience and it would increase his fan base. He knew what the people wanted and he gave it to them and became a very successful rap artist. His next philosophy is that to be successful, you need to take risks. He started off as a hustler and ended up creating his own record company and becoming one of the most successful rap artists in history. He took many risks in investing in many different industries, and if at some point his record stops selling, he will always be able to get money from his clubs and clothing and signed artists, merchandise, sporting teams, etc. His third philosophy is to never give up. Jay-Z didn't have his first hit until he was in his 30s, which is when many musicians are already ending their careers, but he wasn't going to give up. He originally had a life of crime, and he knew he wanted better for himself. So he never gave up, and his never say die attitude has taken him to places that many people will never reach because they just give up too easily. Another philosophy of his is to take care of the people around you. Jay-Z knows that he is where he is today because of the moral and financial support of his friends, family, and business partners. Now, he knows that when you take care of the people around you, like your friends and your business partners, people will think of you as very trustworthy and will be more likely to engage in your businesses. Now, also, when you are taking care of your businesses, people who you have done business with in the past will be more likely to then take care of you as well. Another philosophy of his is to watch your mouth. Jay-Z has always watched what he said and is very careful about who he disses in his rap music. He has never bitten the hand that feeds him, and when he does diss someone, he is always a competitive rap artist, and it is a marketing tool for him to make himself known more in the media and music industry. And finally, Jay-Z is a master of making his own destiny. He started off as a kid on the streets, hustling to make money, and has gone on to become one of the most successful rap artists in history because he knew he wanted better for himself and made his future what he wanted it to be and become the rap artist and businessman he wanted to be.
Jay-Z has more #1 albums than Elvis, and the Beatles are the only band that surpasses Jay-Z in record sales. Jay-Z co-owns the 40 Club, is part owner of the New Jersey Nets, owns the Rockwear clothing line, is the former CEO of Def Jam Records, and is the owner of Roc Nation. Jay-Z is one of the most financially successful hip-hop artists and entrepreneurs of his time, with a net worth of $450 million. Jay-Z qualifies as an elder statesman of hip-hop and is one of the most successful entrepreneurs, but his career is yet to be over.